Are you looking for a small travel trailer less than 25 feet long? Well, stick around, folks. We found some awesome floor plans of travel trailers that are less than 25 feet. Hey guys, Mike from RVBlogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And before we begin our RV tours today, I just wanted to take a minute and thank our sponsor of this video, RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. Now, we tour tons and tons of RVs, as you guys know, so who sees more RV mattresses than we do? Not many people. And one thing we notice in every RV is that the mattress that comes with many new RVs is not a great mattress. It's just like this one that's in our Class A RV. Usually they're a 4 or 5 inch foam mattress, not a very good quality, and they do fail over time, and you'll find yourself putting a mattress topper on there to make it feel better. I'm embarrassed to say we've waited 2 years till we replaced our mattress, but we finally did. And so why did we choose RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding? Well, for a number of reasons, the biggest of which is we know a lot of full-time RVers that have used RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding in their RV, and we hear awesome things all about them. First of all, they're comfortable. They make mattresses that fit your RV or van. They can make different sizes for many different size mattresses. As you know, they're not standard residential sizes that go in an RV or a van. Second of all, they have a 120-night sleep trial period. So if you don't like your mattress, they'll take care of that with you and get another one that suits you better. And it comes with a lifetime limited warranty, which gives me a lot of peace of mind. They also ship to wherever you are. We had our mattress shipped to a campground where we were camping. Just make sure they accept big packages, but they'll ship anywhere to where you are in the US for free. And their manufacturing facilities right in Arizona, so it's very easy and quick shipping period to send it on out to you. Now, we got a short king size mattress in our particular RV. We went with their signature hybrid mattress, which is their best-selling mattress. We figured we'd go with one that most people choose, and we've heard from people that have this mattress and they seem very happy with it. We also went with, they have a soft, medium, and firm choice. We chose the medium. Now, if you're interested in ordering an RV mattress for your RV, we suggest you head on over to rvmattress.com/RVblogger and use discount code RVblogger so you can save 30% on your new mattress. So here I am on our nice new mattress, and it is comfy. It's even got this nice pillow top here, which is super soft on top of the medium firmness, and it feels perfect. If you guys are interested in getting an RV mattress from Brooklyn Bedding, just go to rvmattress.com/RVblogger. And don't forget to use discount code RVblogger so you can save 30% on your new RV mattress. This travel trailer is the Jayco Jay Feather Air, model number 18MBH. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 4,400 pounds. A cargo carry capacity of 1,250 pounds, and an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 5,650 pounds. The hitch weight is 535 pounds. It measures in at 23 feet even, and it sleeps up to 4 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the right-hand side is where the living and bedroom are located. Then we wrap on around through the kitchen area. Finally, there's some bunk beds on my left, and the bathroom is behind me. Now, our first thought when we walked inside of this travel trailer was, wow, it feels really nice and big in here. It feels very, very wide. You have a lot of floor space in here. I love the color of the floor, by the way. It's kind of got that gray and brown going on. It looks really, really nice. But, you know, all in all, it feels really nice. And part of that is because all the cabinetry is white and light, and so anything that's light tends to look bigger, that's for sure. Now, the first thing you'll notice here on my right is where the Murphy bed and the couch are located. Now, the couch here, very, very comfortable. 2 or 3 people could sit on here and be pretty comfy. There's also some drawers underneath for additional storage. And the couch is in a good spot because you can sit here and easily watch the TV, which is in a really great location as well. So all in all, feels pretty good sitting here. Now, you'll notice that you can raise the couch out of the way and get to a Murphy bed. And the way you do that is you simply jackknife the sofa and then just pull this little lever right here. And this comes right on down. Nice and easy, and that's how you make up your Murphy bed. Now, the Murphy bed in here, let's get a size on this thing. It is 74 inches and 60 inches wide. And so this would be considered an RV short queen-sized bed. A residential queen would be 80 inches long. This one's 74, and there you go. That's your difference. Now you'll notice on each side of the Murphy bed, you've got a mirrored wardrobe closet door. Inside of here, you've got a bar up top to hang all your garments. There's also a removable shelf, so you can use this cabinet to hang garments, or you can keep the shelf in place and just stack things in there, however you would like to do it. Down below each of the wardrobe cabinets, there's an end table, and the end tables each have a little tower of power on them, a little mini tower of power. You can plug in a couple of USBs and even a USB port there, so if you want to charge your electronic devices overnight, you can easily do that. And then it's got this little secret compartment here in the nightstands. You just pull that forward and you have some extra storage in there, and that is applicable on both sides of the bed. There's also a power outlet on this side of the bed, and I think there's one over here. Yep, there's one over there as well. So if you need to plug in a CPAP machine or something like that, you've certainly got the room and ability to be able to do that. There's no real storage up overhead or anything like that, no reading lights or anything up here, but it's just a good, really simple, basic design. You'll also notice that there's a window on one side of the bedroom, and you can just shut your screen door to your door on this side, get a nice cross breeze through here. There's also a power fan up top, so you can draw all that air in and through your RV. Now as we wrap on into the kitchen area, this is an L-shaped kitchen, sort of. And I say sort of because it's missing this part of the L. The reason for that is that the refrigerator, cooktop, and microwave are all in a slide out. So this whole thing slides out, and that's part of the reason that it feels so big and roomy in here. Now the refrigerator itself opens up, and it's a pretty good size fridge in here, as you can see. Very nice size. It's got this drawer on the bottom that pulls out, and then below that we have the freezer, which is on the bottom instead of the top. So if you have kids and they want some popsicles, bam, they're in good shape. They can get right to them. Next to that, we have our cooktop area. There is a 2-burner propane cooktop here. Nice backsplash behind it, a little bit of countertop space on each side. Above that, we have a little cabinet with some additional space there. And then down below, this is an Envision microwave oven. This is the first time we've seen one of these types of microwaves in an RV. Not only can it microwave, but it's also an air fryer and a grill, and it can cook pizza and all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool setup. We've never tried one or used one, so if you're familiar with these, let us know about it in the comments down below. How do they work? How do you like it? Can you use it really as an air fryer? How does the grill function work? Can it just bake things or just microwave? We'd love to hear and read all about it in the comments. Down below that, you have an additional drawer here for maybe some small pots and pans storage. And then as we wrap on around, we get to where the sink area is. Now above that, you've got this large cabinet here with plenty of storage space. Now there are no shelves in here, so it'd be pretty easy to add a shelf if you wanted. Or you could also just get clear plastic bins, maybe just stack, you know, one on top of another, one on top of another, and then that'll keep your stuff from moving it around in here while you're traveling down the road. And you can see through the clear bins to know what's inside. We do that quite a bit in our RVs. Below that, we have the kitchen sink. Now this just pops right up, and then this pops up, and then there you go. Your faucet turns on and off right there. It's a deep bowl round sink, and it's got a little bit of countertop space next to it as well. So that's a really cool feature. And then below that, there's additional storage below the kitchen sink. Now across from the kitchen is where your, well, not dinette is located. It's more of a breakfast bar kind of setup in here. We're starting to see more and more travel trailers with this style of kitchen setup where, you know, you have a couple of stools and you can sit here and enjoy a meal and look out this oversized window onto the camp side of this trailer. So this is where your picnic table and fire ring would all be located. So it's a nice view out there. And let us know what you think about this design in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I think it's a really cool way to save some space. And again, this makes it feel even bigger in here as well. Now this countertop also lifts up, and there's a little bit of hidden storage underneath. And you never know what you might find underneath of one of these things. You know, good place to hide some stuff though. Down below that, we have some open storage with some cargo netting. Now, I'll show you a really cool way to store your stools while you're traveling down the road. And you can also use this method if you have, I don't know, a different RV where you have a ladder that goes up to an upper bunk and you need to stow that ladder somewhere. Now, with these stools though, you just go ahead and get them to collapse like that. They're nice and flat. And then you take them to your bed area and you can stow your stools right underneath of the mattress. The mattress helps to hold them in place so they don't go sliding around all over the place. It's just a great spot to store stuff like that while you're cruising on down the road. Now, just beyond where the countertop is, where you can enjoy a meal, you've got an additional pantry cabinet here. This is a very large, deep cabinet. I would say this cabinet is, it's almost 2 feet deep, 22 inches deep. So plenty of space in there to stow more things away. And then above that, we've got the TV in a great location here in the corner. You can swivel it to make it work better for you. But if you're laying in bed at night or sitting on the couch or even sitting here enjoying a meal at your breakfast bar, you can easily watch the TV because it's in a very good location. Down below that, we also have a USB and C port and a receptacle here. So if you want to use this spot for your toaster, coffee pot, blender, what have you, you can easily do that as well. Now, just behind the dinette area and the TV is where there's another closet in here. Now, this also has removable shelves, so you can use it to stack things in here, or you can take the shelves out and stack larger items in here, however you'd like to set it up. And then below that, you've got a bank of drawers that are fully extendable, and they're very, very nice and smooth. They have that sort of closed touch feel to them. So pretty good setup there. Now, the bunk beds themselves, when we look at bunk beds, we kind of look at 4 different features that we'd like them all to have. First of all, they should have a window. Secondly, they need a light. Third of all, they need an electrical receptacle. And fourth, they need a USB port. These bunks are pretty good. I mean, they've got the window, the light, they've got a USB port or a receptacle, but not a USB port, but you can plug in the adapter and you're good to go. So these bunks really fit the bill very, very well. They both offer 3 out of 4 of the main features that we look for in bunk beds. I don't see a weight on here to be able to tell you like what the maximum capacity is that you need to weigh to be able to sleep up here, but in our experience, most of these bunks max out around 250 pounds. So if you weigh less than that, you'll be able to sleep up here just fine. The bottom bunk, I would say probably goes to 300 pounds because it's not open underneath, so it's probably built in a little better. Now, let's get some measurements on these bunks too. So the first one, well, they're both the same size. So they're 72 inches by 32 inches wide. So pretty good size bunks for in here, and you know, a couple of kids would be very, very comfortable sleeping up top here. Now here I am standing in the shower in the bathroom all the way in the back of this trailer, and this is a good sized bathroom for a, you know, a medium to smaller size travel trailer. Now, as far as headspace goes in here, we've got a skylight overhead, and that's because you have to step up into this shower. The step up in here is about 12 inches, and so once you step up and into the shower, your headspace is into the skylight about 6 feet 5 inches. Now, the headroom in the entire camper from the floor to the ceiling is 6 feet 6 inches tall. So for you taller guys, you know, this trailer might work out really well. Now, the shower in here itself is very roomy, especially the length of it. And it's going to measure in at 40 inches by, we'll call it 22 inches deep. So a decent amount of shower space. It's not really as wide as it could be, but it's definitely wide this way. So you would be pretty comfortable in here being able to take a shower. It's got a removable shower wand, which is still in the packed position, just sort of hanging down here. Otherwise, it would be up top. And it's got 3 shelves in the corner, so you can have for your soap and shampoo and all that stuff. This also comes with a Retractable shower door. Imagine that. I'm going to take full credit for all the RVs that come with retractable shower doors now. I mean, I've been saying it for years. I hate the curtain. And more of the manufacturers are installing the retractable doors now. Jayco, great job. Thumbs up on that. Over top here to my left, we have a medicine cabinet and some open storage next to that. You've got a towel ring here, receptacle in the corner, lots of countertop space on your vanity, a good sized vanity sink, open storage on one side, and more storage below the sink. Now here I am sitting on the commode in here. Clearly I'm not going to pass the elbow test this direction if the door is closed, but on the other side, no problem at all. And the bathroom is nice and big in here, so it does feel pretty spacious. In the very front of this travel trailer and underneath the Murphy bed above is where the pass-through storage is located. There's actually a light on either end, and there's also an electrical receptacle here if you need to plug anything in. This travel trailer is the Gulfstream Laura Ashley Edition, model number 19 ERD. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 3,090 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 1,294 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 4,384 pounds. The hitch weight is 370 pounds. It measures in at 23 feet, 1 inches long, and it can sleep up to 3 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the left-hand side is where the dinette is located. Then we wrap on around through the kitchen area. This rig has a split mid-bath setup, and then behind me here is the bedroom. Now, our first impression when we walked in here is, wow, this is a cute RV decor in here. It's very, very different from any other RVs that are out there on the marketplace, because Gulfstream has teamed up with Laura Ashley to create a very different look and feel inside of this camper. It's got the really nice curtains, and then of course the dinette booth design, and it just looks really nice. It's just different than that old 1970s look that you find in a lot of RV campers that are out there. Now, starting on the left-hand side here at the very back of this trailer, up top here, you've got, you know, some nice big storage cabinets up top there. You might keep a cup of coffee in here, and that way you're always ready, amped up and ready to go. But this is one big storage compartment that has these two very large doors that you can go ahead and access all of that storage space. There's also a wall sconce located on each side. It's just a different kind of light fixture to make it look really beautiful and different in here. And of course we have a different light fixture over the dinette table as well. Now, all these lights you can turn off right at the location, which is a very nice feature. And then there's a couple of speakers that are also mounted up underneath of these cabinets as well. So if you want to play some music in here, you can do that. Now, we've also got 3 very large windows here that all open up and have screens. So if you want to open these windows and get some nice cross ventilation in here, you could easily do that as well. The dinette table is a freestanding table, which I really like, because you can take the table and move it around so that people can scooch in and out of here very comfortably. And then you set it in position. There's room enough for 4 people to be able to sit in here and enjoy a meal very, very easily. This dinette table, since it's freestanding, can also be used outside, right? You can fold it up, take it outside, and use it out there if you like. And then the dinette table also drops down to turn the dinette or convert the dinette into a bed. And if you were to do that, let's get some measurements here and see how big your bed would be. You would end up with about, I'm going to call it 80 inches, and then your width on this would be about 45 inches wide. And so this would certainly be like a secondary bed, of course, but a couple of kids could easily sleep here together and not get in too much of a fight overnight. Now, underneath of the dinette booth, there is an outlet on the one side that you can use. So if you're sitting here doing any trip planning, or maybe the kids are sleeping here and they need to plug in their electronic devices before they fall asleep at night, that can easily be done. And also underneath this dinette booth, there is a whole lot of storage under there that you can take advantage of as well. Now, just across from the dinette and just inside the entry door is where your TV will mount on the wall here. They've already got the mounting bracket installed. Below that, you've got a receptacle and, of course, your cable ports and all of that stuff. So your TV is going to be right here, which is in a great position to see from the dinette. So if you'd like to watch TV while eating a meal, you can do that. And when it's in the bed position, you can swing the TV out and you can watch TV before you go to sleep at night. Now here we are at the kitchen area, and starting from the top down, it's got this nice open shelf concept up here. It's just a little different look. A lot of RVs don't even put this shelf in place. And then it's got a couple of puck lights under here. They both turn on and off at location as well. And then you have a large storage cabinet here with a built-in shelf. Next to that, we've got a microwave oven, and then you've got your hood down below with a nice little backsplash there, by the way. This also comes with a 3-burner propane stove, and next to that, you've got your rectangular, nice deep single bowl sink here. Now this has a really nice gooseneck faucet with an integral sprayer to make washing your dishes very, very easy. And they even have a window over top of the kitchen sink, which is always a great feature to have. There's also a receptacle and USB and C ports underneath of here that you can use if you want to set up and plug in a coffee maker or a toaster or anything along those lines. Now down below your cooktop, you've got a real oven down here, and this is wider than a lot of ovens that we see in RVs these days. So you can definitely get a pizza in there or a batch of cookies or whatever you'd like to do. And then they have some smaller drawers on top, some larger drawers down bottom for all of your kitchen utensils. Now, just across from the kitchen range and oven is where the refrigerator is located in here. I don't know if you can tell real well in our video or not, but this also has like a blue door on the front of it, just very different than the typical stainless steel or black front doors that we see. Sometimes you'll even see some wood panel doors that sort of match the cabinetry, but this has a blue door, so it goes with the whole Laura Ashley theme. Very nice touch. It just looks different than what you might normally see, and it really accents well with this color of cabinetry that's in here too. I like that it's all a lighter color, so it really just feels so much more open and airy in here. And for a travel trailer that doesn't have any slide outs, it does help to make it feel bigger inside. Now, the nice thing about this fridge is it is a 12-volt refrigerator. It also runs on a compressor, so that means it'll get cold much faster than the older propane-style refrigerators, and it'll run on the battery while you're cruising down the road, so you don't have to have your propane on when you're en route. Up top here, you've got a separate freezer, which is really nice and large, and then a really great size refrigerator down below that. Now here we are in the bedroom, and again you can see that they've got the nice pillows and accent pillows or throw pillows, whatever you call them. I have no idea what this thing's for or how you use it, but I see this on a lot of beds. Maybe one of you ladies could let me know in the comments down below. What do you do with this pillow? I'd love to know. Anyway, it just looks really nice in here. Again, you've got the curtains that are pulled into the room, and it just all goes really well with this color of cabinetry. Now over top here, you have one really nice big cabinet with these 2 very large doors that open for plenty of storage up there. On each side of the bed, you've got a wardrobe cabinet with a bar up top so you can hang your garments there. And then each side also has an end table with a receptacle and a USB and C port for all of your charging needs. Underneath of the cabinetry here, we've got a couple of reading lights mounted up here. And then under the bed, there's some storage there as well. And let's get a measurement on this bed and see how large it is. This one is 74 inches and it's 60 inches wide. So this would be considered a short RV queen sized bed. Not a bad size at all. And it is a queen, so you get the full 60 inches of width, which is a really nice thing. There's also a window located on each side of the bedroom. You can open these up, and then along with the vent at the top here on the ceiling, you have 3 points to get nice ventilation through your bedroom. To my left here, we have a TV mount on the wall with an electrical receptacle and cable port above, but you can mount your TV here and swing it out and put it in perfect location so you can lie in bed at night and drift away to sleep while you're watching TV. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this bathroom is what we would call a split mid-bath setup. And all that means is the bathroom is in the middle of the RV, so it's mid-bath, and it's split because the shower's on one side of the hallway, and on the other side is where your toilet and sink are located. I like this style of setup because someone can be in here taking a shower, and someone else can be across the hall going to the bathroom or brushing their teeth or whatever they need to do. So you can use the bathroom much more efficiently that way and get more people in and out. So I think this is a really nice setup. Now the shower itself in here feels really nice and roomy. I mean, it's got a skylight overhead with tons of headroom. Let's go ahead and get a measurement while I'm in here. So from the shower base up into the skylight, we have 6 feet 8 inches of headroom, and the headroom throughout the entire coach is 6 feet 11 inches tall. So for you taller folks, this might not be a bad choice for a travel trailer. Now inside of the shower, it has a very nice shower surround in here. It does have a small little shelf here on the side for some shampoo or soap. The depth of the shower is about, I'll call it 23 inches, and the width of it is about 36 inches. And so you can see that I'm standing in here, and you know, I'm 5'11", 185, and I fit in here pretty comfortably. Certainly better when I stand sideways than this way. But what they did is they took the shower curtain here and mounted it on a track that actually bows out and away from the shower. So when you shut the shower door, you actually pick up a little bit of space in here. And since the shower curtain is mounted in a track, you don't have to worry about the curtain blowing in on you and sticking to you while you're taking a shower, or falling out of the shower and then getting water all over your floor. So I like the way that they did the shower curtain in here. And then of course up front, you've got a detachable shower wand, so you can easily maneuver around and make sure your shower works for you. Now here I am across the hall from the shower, and Susan is standing in the shower now. And we're in the powder room half of the bathroom. It's got a toilet and a vanity sink in here. But I want to show you this one feature that they thought of, which is a great idea. When you open the door here and you want to create a little privacy from the rest of the rig, you can close the door into this door opening. It's got a little D-ring up top, and you can close that, and that way the kids can't come in on you. So if mom and dad want to have a special evening together, you can enjoy some privacy that way. Now inside the bathroom here, we have a nice medicine cabinet with a mirror door. And of course, you've got a nice shelf in here to store away all of your personal belongings. Down below that, a really nice size vanity sink. And I like the amount of countertop space in here as well. And of course, you have a little open storage below that. There's also a receptacle in here mounted on the side of the cabinet. And that way, if you need to use a hair dryer or something like that, you've got everything in here that you need. And then we've got a little bit of storage underneath of the sink. Now, while I have this sink door open, I want to show you guys something. And that is this black pipe under here. And it makes this little U shape on the bottom, and that's called a trap. And that trap holds water in there, and that prevents any of the sewer gas smell from your gray tank from coming up into the RV and making it smell funny. Now, in the summertime, if you don't use your rig very often, or it's been in storage for a while, the water that's in this trap can evaporate. And now all of a sudden there's no water in there to keep that smell from coming up into the rig. And I wanted to bring that up because so many folks don't travel in their rig every weekend. We have a Class C RV that our kids use once in a while. And my daughter jumped in it one time after it was sitting in the driveway for a month or two. And all the water in the traps evaporated, and it did not smell good in there. So we figured out that's what the problem was. She just added water to all the traps, and including the shower trap, the sink, the bathroom, all that stuff. You have to have water in the traps to keep the smell from coming up and in. So I just figured I'd go ahead and show you that little point while we're sitting here. Once I'm here on the commode, I feel like I've got plenty of room inside the bathroom. It doesn't feel real tight or anything. Not really going to pass the elbow test, but there is plenty of room in the bathroom. Now here we are at the very front of this travel trailer underneath the owner's bed that we just showed a little while ago. And you've got this full pass-through storage area with a door on each side of the trailer so you can easily access all of your camping gear. This travel trailer is the Forest River No Boundaries NB 19.4. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 3,954 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 901 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 4,855 pounds. The hitch weight is 455 pounds. It measures in at 24 feet 2 inches long, and it can sleep up to 3 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the left-hand side is where the bathroom is located. Then we wrap on around past the refrigerator into the living area and kitchen, and at the front of this rig is where your bed is located. Now, our first impression when Susan and I walked into this rig is, all right, somebody's finally using some different colors on the cabinets, and we have a nice brown leather couch here, and it's just looks a lot nicer to have some different colors inside of some of these RVs, and even the outside of the RV has been painted with a nicer color scheme. So it's kind of a two-tone paint, and it's got some nice graphics on it. So travel trailers are starting to come around a little bit to some modern designs and color palettes, and we think that's really, really fantastic. Now, when you first walk in here, you'll notice you have a large amount of living space, and that's because of this slide out where the couch is located. So it slides back and creates all this floor space in here. And the only thing I don't like about the floor is the color of it. I wish they picked a different colored floor, but you know, they're getting better, and I'm happy about that for sure. Now, straight ahead from the entry door is where the refrigerator is located, and I love the location of this. If you're camping and you need to run inside and, you know, grab some burgers to take them out and throw them on the grill, or grab a drink and run back outside, boom, it's right here for you. And this fridge is humongous. It's a great size refrigerator and separate freezer. It's also a 12-volt compressor style refrigerator, so this baby will run on your battery, and it'll also get cold much faster than the older propane style, which we almost never see in any trailers anymore. Up top here we have a microwave oven. It's also a convection oven, so you can microwave or bake things in there. And then we have these nice cabinets up top with the oiled bronze finish, nice glass inset doors, and this is one big cabinet for a lot of storage up there. You know, if this was our cabinet, we would probably have some clear bins that we use to hold our things in and keep them organized and keep things from sliding around while we're traveling down the road. Below that, we've got this really nice window over top of the kitchen sink, and they really did an awesome job with this kitchen sink, by the way. It's got this big gooseneck faucet with an integral sprayer on here. This is a little bit of antifreeze that's in here because this is a brand new 2025 rig, and so when they ship them, they cover them with plastic to catch the antifreeze so it doesn't drip everywhere. Inside the sink, though, you've got a couple things going on. You've got a soap dispenser, then there's a little wash station here that this dial controls to get hot and cold water out of here. That's what this dial controls. And then if you want to wash your cocktail glasses and coffee mugs, boom, you put them right on there and you're in good shape. Inside of here, we have a couple of trays that you can use to separate and wash things. This vegetables tray slides over and they both come out of there, and you can see you've got a nice deep single bowl sink to wash all of your pots and pans. Now, a lot of times these sinks come with sink covers to give you extra countertop space if you need it. This model doesn't have that, but what they did instead is they added an extend-a-top at the end of the countertop, and what I really like about it is they put the tower of power right near it. So if you're going to use that for a coffee pot or toaster or blender, your power is right near it, and it's also got a USB and C port, and it also comes with a nice cutting board as well. On the other side of the kitchen sink area is where you have a 2-burner propane stove. Very nice. I love that it's front to back instead of side to side. Certainly gets you some extra countertop room there too. Down below, we've got 3 drawers that are fully extendable for all of your kitchen utensils. Then there's additional space underneath the kitchen sink and under the remainder of the countertop. Now, here I am sitting on the nice sofa right across from the kitchen, and there is no dinette in this unit. Instead, what they've done is they put in a nice comfy couch, and then they have these little end tables on here that swing and rotate. They each have a cup holder built into them as well. So you can have dinner sitting inside here on your little table tray. The TV is right behind where Susan is standing now, so you have a nice view of the TV from here. So that's a really, really great placement as well. The couch itself is really plush and very, very comfortable. The middle section here folds on down, and you've got a couple of cup holders here too. So if you don't have your table trays in place, let's say, you know, you put them away after dinner and you're lounging and relaxing watching TV, you know, you can kick back, and this is really hard, but you can lean on back. There we go. Once you get it back, you're in good shape, and then you've got your cup holders here to enjoy a drink while you're watching TV at night. And the reason these chairs are so far from the wall is so that you can recline back in them. I think they could have set the chairs back a little bit further though. But while we're talking about this area, there is a light overhead, and there's also 3 windows in this slide out, so you can open up the 2 on the ends and get some cross breeze. But either way, you get a whole lot of light in here, so it really makes the place feel light and airy. We had to close this back shade because we were getting some sun glare coming in, but nonetheless, you've got some nice blackout shades to keep that sunshine out if you'd like to. Now, another really great feature that this camper has is a central vac system. So if you've got kids or dogs or a lot of dirt and debris inside your camper, or sand, like when we go beach camping, we get so much sand in our RV, it's ridiculous. You can sweep up your floors, head right over here to the central vac, lift this up, and sweep your crumbs away. Now, another really great feature with this slide out is that when it's in the in position, you can easily get to your refrigerator and bathroom when you're rolling down the road. But this is going to come in about 34 inches from where it is now. I took some measurements earlier, so that's going to be right about here. And so you would have, you know, a couple of feet between the recliner and the front of your countertops here. So if you need to get to this space to, I don't know, microwave something or cook something up while you're on the road and you want to make some lunch, you can get to everything. In fact, you can even get to your bed if you need to get to your clothes, or, you know, whatever, grab another shirt or a different jacket or something like that. Everything's accessible. Now, at the very front of this trailer is where the bed is located, and you'll notice up and around the bed they have this nice white cabinetry here. So it's also nice that they have 2 tones of colors, right? The kitchen and living area is one color, and then they make the bedroom another color. It just helps to delineate the rooms a little bit, in my opinion. Up top here, we have one big gigantic cabinet that runs all the way across with 4 doors. They do have the hardware in here that holds the door in place when you open it, so that's really a terrific feature. And on each side, we have lighted wardrobe cabinets in here. So there's a bar up top. You can hang your garments in there and be good to go. Behind each of these wardrobe cabinets is a little cubby. There's no electric back there at all, but you could, you know, put a glass of water, put your phone back there, maybe a book or something like that while you're sleeping. So you got a little nice spot for that. And on the front of each wardrobe cabinet, there are a couple of receptacles down below, and there's also a USB and C port. So you're fully charged and good to go. Now, down below this bed, there are 4 drawers down here for storage, and you can also lift up the bottom of the bed and have additional access to a little bit of extra storage space there too. Your inverter's in there, so you'll want to be very careful if you store anything around your inverter. I wouldn't put anything metal in there because you could fry your system by accident. Other than that, we've got a nice big window over top of the bed in here with a shade that comes down, and then there's a window on each side of the bedroom, so you can open them up for some nice cross breeze. And just to my left here is where the TV is located. I mentioned this earlier when I was sitting on the couch. So whether you're sitting on the couch or lying in bed, you can take the TV and pull it out on the swing arm and swivel it one way or the other, so you have really great visibility. Now, here we are in the bathroom, which is all the way in the back of this camper, and it runs from side to side, so it's a very good sized bathroom. I'm standing in the shower like I always do, and let's get a measurement in here for some head space. And from the shower base up into the skylight, we have about 6'3" of head space there. So if you're 6'3" or taller, you're gonna have to crunch down a little. The rest of us should be fine. Now, sometimes we get questions about skylights. And why aren't they clear? They're always like this white color. They do sell clear ones. You can buy them on the aftermarket. But the reason that they do them in this whiter color is it does cut down a little bit on the amount of sunlight that can come into the bathroom. But if a bird poops on your skylight, it's not as noticeable either. So that's kind of why they do it. Now inside the shower here, it is about 38 inches wide and about 22 inches deep. So it's a decent sized shower, and you can tell from me just standing in here, and you guys know I'm 5'11". I've got plenty of room to move around and take a shower. Up front here, your shower wand is detachable from the wall. Excuse me for a second. And then we have 3 shelves in the corner for your shampoo, conditioner, and things like that. And this does have a shower curtain, but it does have also a nice track that holds the curtain in place. So as you close your curtain, it keeps the curtain inside the shower. It won't allow it to go outside. And also the track swings out and away from the shower, so it does give you a little bit more room while you're in here. Now just outside the shower is where the medicine cabinet is located. Plenty of room inside of there. Down below that we have a little bit of open storage, and then we have our sink with some storage down below that as well. Also, just across from that, we have a very large wardrobe cabinet in here on one half, and on the other half, it's got some fixed shelving in here. So you can use that to store your linens and towels and all sorts of things. There's also an additional spot down below with some open storage and some cargo netting in front to hold things in place. And finally, here I am sitting on the commode. I am not going to pass the elbow test in this bathroom, but even with the door in the closed position, it feels nice and roomy and spacious in here. Now, like I mentioned inside, more and more travel trailer manufacturers are starting to do nicer paint jobs on their rigs. And you can see that this NoBo looks really, really nice with the two-tone paint, the nice graphics. It just looks like a more modern design and not the same old that we've been seeing for years and years. Now, outside of this camper, there's some nice features that you should know about. One of them is you've got an electric plug right here. And then you also have a shower sprayer here. So if you need to wash anything off before you head on inside, wash off your feet, even take an outdoor shower, whatever, you can do that right out here. Next to that, we have our griddle cooktop with a little shelf right next to it. So you can cook away and cook those burgers up or make eggs and bacon in the morning. And then finally, at the very front of the camper, there's pass-through storage from one side to the other, and this is under the owner's bed inside. Hey guys, let us know which one of these trailers you like the most and why in the comments down below. But if you want to see even more travel trailers under 25 feet long, just click the box down below and Susan and I will see you in the next video.